Here we go. Live on YouTube, live on Twitter, live on TikTok, and YouTube mobile. What's up, guys? What up? Hi, Jerome. How you doing, brother? I'm driving, but I'm here. Hey, let's get it, yay! My man always listening to us on the commute back home. The Colts might be the best team in the league. There's something in the water in Indianapolis, that's for sure, man. How we feeling about the Blue Jays? We'll talk about it. Up to you guys if y'all want to start there. Blue Jays or Jays. North Texas covers 26. Yeah, that's one of the games I want to talk about. I have an interesting take on that game. How was your Thursday, guys? Were you on the Vikings or the Chargers yesterday? I did my best with you guys, man. I was feeling Chargers the whole way. I released it early. I was feeling it the whole way. I thought I made a pretty good argument with you guys here. Just quality wins. Vikings don't really have any quality wins. Every win they had an asterisk. It was Dylan Gabriel making his first start. Caleb Williams his first game in the new system. Let's get it, man. Respectfully, if you were for the community, y'all would give a free play. We give a free play every single day, brother. Don't try to act like we don't. We give a free play every single day in the Discord. Link is in bio. I've skipped a couple days this week, but the free plays do drop every single day in the Discord. And then on TikTok, I do occasionally give you guys a free play on TikTok as well. And then on these live streams, brother, we go through every single game. I give you a side in total for every single game. Whether I lock it in or not, I mean, that's up to you if you want my top plays. But I give you a side and a total for every single game. Not sure what else you could ask for. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started with the people that are here. Do you guys want to start with MLB or college football? I'll let you guys decide. Give me red for college football. Give me blue for MLB. What sport do y'all want to start with first? Red for college football, blue for MLB. What up, Marie? How you doing? Give me a subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We are breaking down every single MLB and college football game for today. It's the World Series, game 1 of the World Series, man. I'm letting you guys decide right now. Give me blue for MLB. Give me red for college football. Hit the follow button, guys. If it's your first time here, give me the subscribe button on YouTube. We break down every single game in great detail, man. I thought I came on here and gave you guys a pretty good breakdown for the Chargers yesterday. It was Chargers the whole way, man. I was pretty confident in that one, and the Discord needed it. We needed that one yesterday, and we got it, man. Let's head to. It's close. It's close. Blue for MLB, red for college football. Somebody gonna break this tie? Am I doing NBA? Not today, brother. But NBA talks will be starting up shortly. We're just trying to get some data going. Looks like you guys want to talk with some MLB. Let's get it, man. Let's talk some MLB real quick, then, guys. Let's start with the side like we always do. Let's go. Give me blue for the Blue Jays. Give me red for the Dodgers. What side are you on today? What side of game 1 of the World Series? It is Blake Snell against Trey Yesavage. Is that how you say his name? Yesavage is on the mound today for the Blue Jays. Give me blue for the Blue Jays. Give me red for the Dodgers. As I take the slipper away from my dog. You'll notice he's pretty quiet. The dog is not barking here. Interesting. All right. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Dodgers. Blake Snell, like I said, on the mound for the Dodgers. And this line is moving in favor of the Dodgers. This thing opened up 150. The Dodgers favored by 150 on the road. It is up to 155. The public is leaning Toronto, though. So that's interesting there. The public is leaning Toronto. It's just in terms of value, perhaps. Meanwhile, the line is moving in favor of the Dodgers. I just made a video about this, guys. It's hard to make a lot of angles here for Toronto. For the Dodgers, I mean, I don't need to spend so much time, right? Blake Snell, he's been lights out. He's given up 2 runs in 21 innings in the postseason. He's been completely lights out. In fact, he's been so good this whole. If this goes back to his last 5 games. He's given up only 3 runs in 34 innings. He's been great on the road as well. He's given up 8 runs in 32 innings. It's good all around for Blake Snell. Nothing to really say there. He doesn't really have a weakness either against lefties or righties. He's pretty good all around. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have you have an interesting storyline here with Trey Savage making a start here. He's a rookie, guys. If you guys have not been following with the Blue Jays, he's a rookie that started in Single A. That's the lowest minor league that you can start in. He started in Single A, went up to Double A, went up to Triple A, came up to the majors, and now playing in the World Series in Game 1 of the World Series. He is the youngest MLB starter pitcher to start in 78 years here. So pretty big moment here for Savage. In the postseason, he's been average. He's given up 7 runs over 15 innings. And I did find that he has a weakness against righties. Okay, he's got a weakness against righties. There are 5 righties in the Dodgers lineup, and there's 2 specific guys that could pick up the slack or could pick on his weakness. That would be Will Smith, the catcher, and the other one will be Mookie B. I can't say his last name. Mookie B is our 2 guys, and then besides that, you still have Freeman to worry about. You still have Ohtani, who's playing lights out too. So pitching wise, this looks like a clearer edge for Blake Snell, guys. In terms of batting, you have the 2 hottest lineups in the postseason. Toronto number 1 it is by a sizable margin, but Dodgers are number 2. These are 2 bullpens that you really shouldn't trust the entire series. These are your 3rd and 4th worst bullpens. They haven't made it here by the bullpens. I made the argument that, okay, maybe Toronto people are going to say that there's a rest versus rust, but you can't make that argument. The Dodgers took care of the Brewers in 4 games, yes, in a sweep. But that series ended on Friday a week ago. Toronto, they ended their series on Monday, so it's only a 3-day difference. I don't see any reasons to take Toronto here. It does concern me a little bit because usually I do want to see the other side. I think this is Dodgers in Game 1 here, guys. Better pitcher, equal lineups, equal bullpens, and it's a veteran versus a rookie who's just having the year of his life for sure. We need another great football weekend. I got a speeding ticket today, so there goes all my profit. Damn, Anthony, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. But yes, a great football season is already underway. We picked up 2 units yesterday on the Chargers. That was a good start, though. We got more work to do, man. Mexicans are rich. I don't know what that means, brother. Toronto sweeping. Willie, if you're going to take Toronto to sweep, brother, you are doing good. You're going to be doing good in 4 games from now. Jamal says you got that Mexican money. I'm not Mexican, brother, but okay. What else are you guys saying, man? NHL. I don't have NHL ready, but I did start building it. I'm kind of building it out right now. I'm trying to really understand at what point I'm probably going to use it. It's going to have to be really on really slow days because my focus is going to shift from college football to NBA, and then college basketball is around the corner too. Y'all know college basketball starts on Monday. Guys, if you want to do this successfully, you really have to have a focus. You really have to focus on 2 or 3 at a time. But on slow days, yes, we could talk some hockey perhaps. Nah, you're good, brother. I got the Dodgers. This seems like Dodgers, man. This seems like Dodgers. Okay, some people, weird people on YouTube. Let me check it on the regular YouTube channel, guys. Let me know if you guys are coming through. Everything coming through all right. What up, Jacob? All right, guys. So if you guys are done talking about the side, let's talk about the total real quick between the Dodgers and Toronto. Dodgers and Toronto here. Anybody got anything else for the side? You taking any college football today or waiting until tomorrow? We're gonna talk about some college football. We have 3 games today. There's maybe 1 or 2 that interest me, but this is every single day. I don't take any days off. But yes, obviously the best of the college games are all on Saturdays, man. That's when we go all in. And that's how we put together a really good season so far. We're hitting 58% on the college football season. We're hitting 64%, maybe 65 after yesterday. 64% on the NFL season, man. So let's get to it like it's nothing to it. We are talking about the total, and then we're going to switch to college football, guys. Give me Dodgers and Blue Jays. Give me red for the over. Give me blue for the under. What side of the total are you on tonight? Avril, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's tough right there. Hit the subscribe button, guys, if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. I told you I came on here yesterday, guys, and I told y'all I'm having a bad week. It's been rough, but we're gonna bounce back, and that's exactly what we started yesterday. We went 1-0 yesterday with the easy Chargers play. I hope you guys lock that in and are looking forward to the football weekend, man, because I'm excited. These next 5 days is what defines the week. So forget what happened Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday through Sunday. Thursday through Monday is when the week is defined. Let's get it. We're talking about the over/under between the Dodgers and Toronto. So this one's a little tough, right? Because you have one pitcher, Blake Snell. He could give you 5, 6, 7 shutout innings from Blake Snell here. He's already shut out the Blue Jays once this year. He's given up 0 runs in 5 innings in one game versus Toronto at home in LA. On the other side, Savage, yes, you would expect him to give up some runs. He has given up 7 runs in 15 innings here during the playoffs. And overall, he's definitely hittable. He's got rocked in 2 of his last 5 games. He's definitely been rocked for 4 runs, for 5 runs at a time. And the Dodgers, I would expect them to be able to get some runs on him today. You also add the fact that in terms of batting, like I said, these are your top 2 batting averages, batting teams in the playoffs. You have the Blue Jays and the Dodgers both 1 and 2. You have 2 bullpens that are both very susceptible, guys. I said that at the beginning. This is your 3rd and 4th worst bullpen out of all the playoff teams. Out of all 12 teams, these are 2 of the worst. So I don't expect too many runs against Blake Snell, but it is in Toronto, and this rookie's probably got some magic to him. He's probably going to get some run support of some sort, just by mere luck. I mean, you could definitely get some runs even against Blake Snell. Savage, he could give up some runs. These are your the 2 best batting orders in all of MLB. 2 of your worst bullpens. The Dodgers, being one of the worst bullpens, is taking a bit of a hit. Alex Vesia, which is their number 1 setup man, it's their 2nd most important arm in the bullpen. He is out for a personal matter, a deep family matter. So prayers for him, whatever's going on there with his family. But the Dodgers are going to be missing him. That's a very important arm. So the Dodgers bullpen takes a hit there. And on top of that, Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette is supposed to be making his start now for the Blue Jays, and that's a huge addition there. And just at the right time. Let me look at the lineup tracker. He was smacking. He had the second best batting average out of all hitters this postseason. Guys, all of this to say that I know 7.5 is short. I know it's a playoff game, and usually you probably look for an under. So he came back. When did they play last? Friday? Yeah, so it looks like he already came back for 1 game, but he's back in the lineup. I would expect Bo Bichette to help this offense, and I would expect to see some runs here. I would be feeling the over here between the Dodgers and Toronto tonight. Raptors. We're not talking about that Toronto team, brother. We're talking about the other Toronto team, the one that's in the World Series tonight. Who's winning the Jays? Who's winning the Jays or the Dodgers? We just talked about the side and the total. I'm feeling the Dodgers, and I'm feeling the over. If I had to pick between those, that's what I'm feeling so far, man. What up, King Vega? How you doing, brother? What do you like for college football for tomorrow? I am pretty much set up for college football. We could probably talk about it a little bit, guys. It is a smaller slate today, so maybe we, at the end, if you stick around to the end, we can do a little look ahead till tomorrow, which is always a good idea. Terry Rose here to get 6.5 rebounds, bro. You guys are trolls, man. Y'all got nothing better to do with your time. Ruben says Virginia Tech. We could talk about that. Yo, y'all funny, bro. Canada here. The Jays are all hype. So I need to know from all you Canadians. There's a bunch of Canadians in the Discord and in my comment section. What is it though? What is it? Just the mere? Are you being realistic with yourself and telling yourself that Toronto is can pick up a win here? Can they What is the path to victory tonight? Because Blake Snell versus Savage, we know it's not in your favor. So what is it? What's the path to success tonight? Savage, guys. The only thing I could come up with is that this whole year, this year was the year of the rookies, man. There was a rookie for the Mets. There was a rookie for the Braves. For the Red Sox that just came up out of nowhere, and normally I look to fade them, right? I look to fade them. But they came up, especially late in the season, and they were just shut out, bro. They were just completely shut out. So the only thing I could make of this is really just like the stuff that you're not going to see on paper. You're not going to see the grit that this team has, the fight they have. You know, just I don't know. That's the only thing I could come up with, man. The artificial stuff. What up, Vish? Yo, I was waiting for Vish, man. They've been proving everybody wrong since day one. Day one was a long time ago, brother. That was 160, like 170 games ago now. I hear you. Like a team of destiny, right? A team of destiny. I'm just saying, in other sports, I can't remember the last time we had like a what do they call them in college basketball? A Cinderella, right? We have Cinderellas all the time, like in college basketball and other sports. And usually you see them go through the first round, and you see them go through the second round, but you never see them make the semifinals. You never see them make the finals, right? I don't think this is a Cinderella because the numbers are definitely there for Toronto. I just need a clear path to success, and honestly, yes, I am a little concerned to take the Dodgers because it just seems like Toronto just is outmatched here. But even when they are outmatched, they definitely prove people wrong. They thought we were finished, and we went 0-2 versus the Mariners. Yep, that's very true. They are in first place. Got home field advantage because they have the better record. Yes, they do have. So, here's another thing, man. And Vish, if we're talking the entire World Series, this is probably. I know it's game one. I know the record is 0-0. This is the most important game. Of course, it is because it's the next one. But you can't go down 0-1. You can't go down 0-1. In your home, because the format, the playoff, the World Series format does not favor you. They play a 2-3-2 in MLB. That means there's going to be 2 games in Toronto, and then all 3 games are in LA. I actually think that favors LA, even though they're the worst seed. I think that really favors the Dodgers here. It reminds me of like college football, and you have overtime, right? Overtime, you want to win the coin toss just so you could defer, just so you could see what you need to do. I feel like the Dodgers have that opportunity. They are deferring, right, the first 2 games, and then they come back to LA knowing that they played 3 games there. That's pretty scary. I think that makes this game even more important. And yeah, this rookie has been sensational so far, but there has been times he's gotten hit as well. You should see the ticket prices up here. It's crazy. $1,800 to get in the door. That's pretty crazy. I think the Jays will take the first game at home. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, because they've been proving us wrong this whole time for sure. Dodgers in 5. I think the consensus is that the Dodgers are just going to run through them. You know what? Now that I think about it, so okay, maybe Toronto's not so much like a Cinderella. Maybe they have the characteristics, but they also have the numbers to back it, right? So it's kind of I think that's what makes that team a little bit more dangerous, right? Because they have that grit factor, that factor that you're not going to see on paper. You're not going to see it on a spreadsheet, right? You can't really quantify it. But they also have the lineup to back it up. They don't have the starting pitching lineup. I think that's where they're weakest, and obviously their bullpen as well. But this lineup, especially with Bo Bichette back in the lineup, is dangerous, man. George Springer, he's hot right now. Guerrero, he's always dangerous. Alejandro Kirk. Deeper lineup than the Dodgers, low-key. Yeah, once you take the big names out, for sure, I think they're spread out. They're spread out a little bit more. Meanwhile, the Dodgers, I think a little top-heavy, right? May, Prescott, or Mayfield. I'm not a big fantasy guy, brother, but why aren't you starting Prescott? I think Prescott is the easy one there, brother. There's confidence. Yeah, there is some confidence oozing after coming back from 0-2. That was crazy. That was crazy they did that. All right, guys. You guys ready to talk about our last call? Last call for MLB, and then we're switching to college football, man. We got 3 games tonight, and this is not Conference USA. This is actually better conferences here we're talking about tonight, college football. Last call for MLB. Charlotte 26, sprinkle on the ML. Oh, bro. My man brought up Louisville. Louisville, before somebody corrects me. Somebody that corrected me. It's not Louisville. Get Louisville out of here. It's Louisville. All right, buddy. Yeah, man. I don't know if I would compare the two. That was a 10-point, a 2-possession number. This is 26. This is a 4-possession number here. But let's go ahead and talk about it. In fact, that's where we're starting. That's the very first game on the board here, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're talking North Texas versus Charlotte. Let's get to it like he's not into it. Give me red. Red for North Texas, blue for Charlotte. What side are you on today? Red for North Texas, blue for Charlotte. This is a 26.5-point number in favor of the road team, North Texas. North Texas is favored by 26.5 on the road. I wonder if my man Slater picked up on the same reason that I'm seeing. The only reason to probably consider Charlotte tonight. Hit the follow button, guys, and hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Operation Bounce Back is already underway. We got off to a great start yesterday. Went 1-0, and that's all we needed. But we doubled down on that one. It was a 2U play for us on the Chargers. And yeah, man, I've been telling the Discord, I was just licking my chops to get back at NFL, and it was an easy winner there for the Chargers. I also came on here yesterday, and I gave you guys my case for Chargers, but I also told you guys the over. And so, yeah, that could be a 2-0 NFL Sunday there. But, again, I was focused on the side, so Chargers is what I locked in. Let's talk about the North Texas Mean Green against the Charlotte 49ers here. This line opened up North Texas favored by 27.5, nearly 4 whole touchdowns. It is down to 26.5. Let's talk about this one in terms of X's and O's, guys. With the X's and O's, you're not going to find an angle here. You're not going to find much to support Charlotte. That's because North Texas has a mean offense here. The Mean Green has a crazy good offense. Their passing game, their running game, everything is great for North Texas. Charlotte, it's red. It's bright red. That means it's pretty bad. And then to make matters worse, you have a Charlotte defense that is pretty susceptible as well. They're not as worse. They're not as bad as their offense, but definitely concerning against this North Texas. How is North Texas going to get off the field? How are they not going to score on every single possession? In fact, every time they get into the red zone, they score a touchdown almost every single time. They got 40 touchdowns on 42 attempts this year, 95%. That is insane. Meanwhile, Charlotte on defense, they're giving up a lot of touchdowns in the red zone, 24 of 27 red zone efficiency there. So on paper, guys, this doesn't really make sense to consider Charlotte. But the reason you should consider is two things, I think. We've seen North Texas do a lot. Hey, stop. We've seen North Texas really leave the comfort of their own home twice this year, okay? And they struggled in both of those games, okay? In fact, both games went to overtime against pretty bad teams, against Western Michigan, against Army. Those are pretty bad teams there, and you went to overtime there. You definitely have what appears a defensive issue once you hit on the road. On the road, your defense is not really traveling with you well on the road. And then to add on to that, and I think this is the end all be all for me, is in terms of scheduling, North Texas is coming off of the bounce back that they needed. They gave a butt whooping to UTSA, a pretty good UTSA team. They spanked them 55-17. But most importantly, they have Navy on deck. And for those of you guys that don't follow AAC, that is their Super Bowl. That is their chance at the AAC championship game is next week. They have the biggest game of the season next week against Navy. And you have to travel to Charlotte here after. It's just the sandwich of all sandwiches here. The right side to be on is Charlotte. That's what I would be leaning, guys. Let me see what you guys said on this one. You guys are pretty tight on this one, okay? Didn't really vote, though, okay? We like the under. We could talk about that. I wanted to throw 50 on the Dodgers today and the Steelers. I don't have anything for the Steelers game. That's the Sunday Night Football. So I don't have anything on that one yet, but good luck, brother. I think Dodgers, sure, might be the right side. What's the lock for today? If you want my top plays, they drop in the Discord every single day. Slater, was that the same? I don't know if Slater's still here. Was that the same thing you were looking at with Charlotte? I think it's that look-ahead spot for North Texas that you really have to look at this and say, yeah, why would they Why would they give their max effort here against Charlotte? They are favored by 26 on the road, 26.5, and they have Navy on deck. Let me know if that's exactly what you came up with there. Charlotte, they've lost 4 in a row at this point. They're a bad team. They just got destroyed a week ago by Temple. They lost and failed to cover as well. They lost 14-49. So obviously not a good team here. But again, this is a AAC game. Let me look. I do have some ATS numbers here. So far this season, yeah, North Texas is covering their numbers. Charlotte is not. They've had a lot of injuries. They've had a ton of injuries there. This is really more for just a fact of the spot. Yep, that's exactly my mindset on that Charlotte. Yep, so that's what I'm feeling there. All right, guys, let's talk about the total. My man Max, he needs to know about the total. If this thing is going over or under. If my dog won't stop bothering me, man, go to bed, go. I don't know why I speak to him in an African accent, man. Go to bed. Let's talk about the over-under real quick, guys. Give me red for the over. We're talking about North Texas versus Charlotte. Red for the over, blue for the under between Charlotte and North Texas, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Appreciate the double taps. Go to bed. Go. Bro, I'm going to beat your ass. Just kidding. I don't condone violence again. Somebody's going to call PETA on me. Let's talk about the over-under real quick, guys. We have a North Texas team. We all watched that game against last week. We all saw, or 2 weeks ago, right? That was on national television against South Florida. And we saw how quick of a pace these guys move at a fast pace. Charlotte actually kind of moves kind of fast as well. These are not teams these are teams that move at a fast pace. They don't really hold on to the clock. They don't really hold on to the ball. They don't really play that keep away offense. I think it really stops there for me. It stops there for me. You have a North Texas offense that's going to dictate the pace, and what they want to do is just run. And like I mentioned, they're unstoppable in the red zone, and Charlotte doesn't have the defense to keep up with that. I think you're going to see scores here. The only way I could play this is the over, guys. If you're playing the under, Max, you got more cojones than me, brother. Yep, you guys were pretty even on this one. I meant to say the under, Chris. My man Slater's on the under. I don't know. What's the argument there? Is it's a notch too high? I would keep an eye on it because it looks like 77% of the public is on the over. If that thing does drop to 61 from 61.5, if it drops to 60.5, I would say okay, maybe there's a little sketchiness there, but even still, that would be a stay away for me. If it did do that, but it looks like it was 61, came down to 60, came back to 61. I think it's moving in the right direction here. I'm not getting in front of the North Texas offense who could score at will, and the defense for Charlotte is just one of the worst in the country. My man Connor says Jays or LA. We talked about that game. I'm feeling the Dodgers in game one, and I'm feeling the over. We talked about the over. We talked about the Dodgers in that game. On paper, I feel like the Dodgers just seems a little obvious. So I am a little bit undecided on that one. But if you want to see what I end up on, link is above if you want to join the Discord. We are Operation Bounce Back, man. I told you I was having a rough week. But we already started the bounce back last night with the Chargers 2-unit play. Link is above if you guys want to join the squad. Why the over? In which game? North Texas or the World Series? Joey, which game are you talking about? In the World Series? So we talked about that one at length. I know Blake Snell is more, you incline to an under. You definitely look at an under when you're playing a Blake Snell game because he could pitch 5 or 6, 7 innings, okay? But I'm giving the edge here to the fact that it's in Toronto. So I don't think Blake Snell, even though he's been very comfortable, even on the road, but if he's going to get hit anywhere, it's going to be in Toronto. So maybe you could get some runs there. I think Savage, he could give up some runs. These are two of actually the two best batting lineups in all of the playoffs. Out of all those 12 playoff teams, these are your two best, and they're here in the playoffs. Toronto in the World Series. Toronto is getting reinforcements. They're getting Bo Bichette back. Bo Bichette had the second best batting average in MLB this year. So I think that offense is getting better. But I think the bullpens are two of the worst bullpens. And then Dodgers bullpen is taking a hit today too. Alex Vesia is away from the team on a personal matter. That is their second most important arm. That's their number one setup man there. So you're going to be missing Alex Vesia. I think that creates for runs. That's what I'm thinking there, brother. That's why I said under. But again, I think Charlotte with the points is better for me. Yeah, brother. I think you said you're in Atlantic City this week, man. So if you really want to put yourself through that pain of taking a North Texas under, I'd rather play the side perhaps, man. But we'll see what I have. I'm just kind of airing out my thoughts right now. All right, guys. Let's talk about the other big game of the night. It's the college football game, Cal and Virginia Tech. That's exactly what we're about to talk about right now, Jay Boss. Let's get to it. Give me red for Cal. Give me blue for Virginia Tech. What side are you on today? Red for Cal, blue for Virginia Tech. This is a 7:30 start time here. ACC matchup here between California and Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is favored by 6.5 at home. Let's talk about it real quick. Virginia Tech has moved up from 2.5 all the way up to 6.5. And I'm really not seeing any injuries or any announcements that's really causing that. This is just market movement here in terms of where the money is coming in on. Okay, let's take a look at this one. California, they picked up a win last week against North Carolina here. They picked up that win 21-18. I remember that was last Friday. I was struggling to stay up until 2:30 in the morning to watch that game like a lot of the Discord did, and they picked up that win. Honestly, they were kind of lucky to pick up that win. North Texas had a touchdown called back. They had control of that game, but California won that game. They did not cover, but I think going through that scare, that little bit of a scare they went through there, I think that could kind of wake them up here a little bit, and they could and they could behave a little bit better. That's funny that he's barking, because Virginia Tech on the other side, they are coming off of a bye week. We haven't seen them since the last game against Georgia Tech, where Georgia Tech got everything they wanted. They were a 14-point dog in that game, and they failed to cover or win that game. So I do like that. That is a good spot there for Virginia Tech coming out of a bye week after having lost the two games going into it. But this team is 2-5 at this point. They've already made a manager change, and it doesn't look like it's really or a head coaching change, and it doesn't look like that's really sparked anything. That's really done anything here. When I'm looking at the matchup on paper, offense to offense, this looks pretty even. You do have a Virginia Tech team that when they do run the ball, they don't run the ball often, but when they do run the ball, they do have success at it. Cal is not terrible, but that's the one area that their defense takes a hit. On the other side, California's offense, again, pretty average. You have the true freshman, Spaga. How do you guys say this name? Saga Palutitelli. He's got a good matchup. He's got a good matchup against this Virginia Tech pass defense. And we've seen him have some success here, and he could definitely light up the scoreboard. Guys, I think this number is too high. I think it's been steamed. I tell you guys every single time pretty much that if you chase steam, you're going to get burnt. You're going to get burnt if you're chasing steam. This thing has definitely been steamed from 2.5 all the way to 6.5. This is way too many points. We've seen Cal go on the road since the merger, since they got merged into the ACC. We saw them go to the East Coast now 4 times, and all 4 times they kept it close. In fact, the last 2 times they won outright. We're talking about games against Florida State. We're talking about games against Boston College. We've seen them out here in the East Coast, and they've done really well. They have a pretty good defense that does travel well on the road. I think this is too many points. I think California is the right side here. My man King Vega says JKS is better than Drones. Absolutely. Is that what we're calling him? He's got an initial now, JKS. Saga Polo Telly. We definitely seen him, man. We've watched those late night games, and we faded. We've actually been really good with Cal games. I remember we had Duke against Cal. We had North Texas against Cal. Why do we end up on all these Cal games? Maybe we have a good read for this team. We faded them twice successfully, and I remember that game. Vega, I don't forget anything. I remember you told me, oh, I was feeling Cal. I'm like, bro, it's Duke. This is Duke. And they spanked them. They gave the belt to the butts is what they did in that game. But I think this is a good spot for Cal to keep this game close. I think this is just like an over-exaggeration. People just probably thinking that Cal is not going to travel well here. But I would beg to differ. Manny knows the dogs are barking. The dog was barking in that game, yeah. Can you highlight some stuff you said? I just joined the live, Goat Man. Yeah, sure, I got you, brother. Let me start at the top. With MLB, I said it looks like the right side is the Dodgers, and the over in the North Texas game looks like Charlotte, and the over is the right side. And we just talked about Cal catching 6.5 points here. I think that's the right side. Reg said, I'm going to take Cal and the Dodgers and go 0-2. Good luck with that, brother. I've seen everybody and their mama taking Virginia Tech at 6.5. You know why they're doing that, brother? That's what I consider fake sharp. So, yes, you do have a... This is similar to when you have like a ranked versus an unranked favorite. Because Cal is 5-2. And usually you look at this and you're like, why is the 5-2 team dogs, right? Why are they dogs in this point to Virginia Tech at 2-5 on the season? And I would play that angle. I would play that sharp angle, right? If Virginia Tech stayed at 2.5 or if it stayed at 3. I think Virginia Tech was the right side at this point. But with this being steamed all the way up, I think that creates value on Cal, and that's the way I would be looking at this game here. I think it's fake sharp to look at this and say, yeah, Virginia Tech is favored by 6.5, and they're clearly not the superior team here. But you got to see where this line came from. It came from 2.5. This thing has been steamed. If you chase steam, you're going to get burnt. Maybe not tonight, but long term, yes, you do get burnt. Let me see. Have I been tracking it with college? Steam, when the line moves 4 points or more, I got this at 5-5. 5-5 on the season. So it's not as bad as NFL, but still, you're not going to win a whole lot of games if you're catching Virginia Tech at 6.5 in this kind of position. You think Virginia Tech wins the game, though? I think we've seen some dogs barking on Friday nights. I think we definitely seen some dogs barking on Friday nights. I think they have the better defense for sure. I think their defense travels pretty well. And, yeah, I think JKS here can make some plays and pick apart this Virginia Tech pass defense, which is one of the worst in the country. Can they win outright? I wouldn't be surprised. North Texas by 20. We talked about that game. I think Charlotte is the right side there to cover the number. Guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Hit the follow button. Join the Discord if you guys want. Link is in bio. I took Tech earlier this week. That was the right time to take Tech. Yes, that was the right time to take Tech. If you're taking it at 6.5, you've already missed the boat. I think there's more value on the other side at that point. Coach Wilcox is legit. Definitely legit. Virginia Tech, they've moved on. Again, like I said, they moved on from their head coach. About 4 weeks ago, they fired their head coach, and they're still losing games. At that point, even when you fire a head coach, you really got to ask yourself, is this team just dead at this point? Are they just ready for the offseason? You made a head coaching change, and nothing's really changed either way. Yeah. Cal beat Auburn at Auburn as a 14-point dog last year, too. Was that on a Friday night, bro? Hit the follow button, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Steam is to scare people off of Cal. Yeah, man. If you guys chase Steam, you're going to get burnt. Let's talk about the over-under real quick, which has not been steamed. And that's how I know this line is not moving because of injury, right? Because the total has only moved 2 points, but the line The spread has moved 4 points. I can't really, gotta choose my words here. Keep it censored. Let's talk about the Cal and Virginia Tech over and under. Give me red for the over. Give me blue for the under. Red for the over in the Cal game. Blue for the under in the Cal game. Now he's chilling. Now the dog's not barking. Let's get it, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Told you guys, man, we're gonna have a good week here, man. I can already sense it. I'm locked in. I was waiting for NFL to come back, and I wasted no time with that Thursday blowout winner there with the Chargers. Again, here on the stream, I told you guys the over was the right side yesterday too. Again, two teams that don't move at a slow pace. They don't keep away. They don't play keep away. That was an over the whole way there. Let's talk about this one real quick. Same thing here. You have two teams that are just middle of the pack in terms of the full country. Really, they're middle of the pack. They don't move at a fast pace. They don't move at a slow pace. They don't hold on to the ball a whole lot. Their games have gone over, both of them. To the under. Cal has gone to the under 2-4. Virginia Tech is 3-4 to the under. This line has moved from 48 to 50. And you do have, like I've mentioned, you do have a Cal team that I would expect to get what they want through the air. I would expect Cal to get whatever they want through the air. Pepsi. And then on the other side, you have Kyron Jones. He's not bad himself, man. He's not bad himself. He has a bad matchup against the pass defense. The Cal pass defense is definitely a problem. Pretty good here. Pretty good numbers. The way to get to Cal is their run defense. And I think that's where Virginia Tech is going to have their success. They do run the ball very well. Virginia Tech does run the ball pretty well. But I think that opens the playbook up and gets Kyron Jones there playing in play action or whatever. And I think the two passing games could have success. I wouldn't expect too much running here in these games. Not going to keep the clock stopped, or not going to keep the clock running. It'll stop on every single incompletion. I think this makes for an over here. Friday nights sounds like we're filling a lot of overs here, but I think Cal versus Virginia Tech is the way to play it is the over tonight. What did you say about the Charlotte game? I'm feeling Charlotte in the over in that game, brother. Guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. I completely forgot to send you guys a free play yesterday. My bad. Somebody should have reminded me, but yeah, man. Send me a message if I forget. But I will get you guys a free play today. Link is in bio. We have the World Series starting today. World Series Game 1. We have college football. We have AAC and ACC matchups here on Friday night. We're gonna have some NBA action. Again, I'm not going crazy with NBA right now. We're gonna pick our spots carefully right now. We're gonna ease into it. My man Dom, Lieutenant Dom in the Discord, man. He's the NBA Discord expert, and me and him work hand in hand. Just know he's cooking up some NBA bangers, and me and him are gonna work together on some NBA. You got college basketball around the corner. Starts on Monday. You got NFL. You got, this is the perfect time to be in the Discord. Link is in bio if you guys want to join up. The Discord is $80. $80 includes 4 weeks of all of this. 4 weeks of NFL, 4 weeks of college football, and all the other sports. Everything is included. $80. Link is in bio if you guys want to join up. That breaks down to $20 a week. $20 a week to get all my plays, and join the Discord, man. Link is in bio. It's a cool vibe in there all the time. Last call, guys. Y'all want to talk? Y'all really want to talk Boise State versus Nevada? Let's talk about the side. Let's at least talk about the side here. Give me red for Boise State. Give me blue for Nevada. What side are you on today between Boise State and Nevada? Give me red for Boise State, blue for Nevada. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. It is $80. $80 is the rate. If you have a previous rate, you're locked in at that rate. You're not affected. This is only for new customers. $80, man. Red for Boise State, blue for Nevada. Let's talk about this one. Boise State is favored by 21.5 on the road in Nevada, at Nevada. That line was 21.5. It's down to minus 21. So interesting there because the public is leaning on Boise State, but the line is moving in favor of Nevada. On paper, guys, this is another one where it's not gonna be close. You have a great Boise State offense and a bad Nevada defense. You have a great Boise State defense and a bad Nevada offense. Okay, you do, however, have a Nevada quarterback change. 3 weeks ago, Carter Jones took over there for Nevada. The starter that was there before got benched, and you got Carter Jones. He's definitely playing better than the numbers appear. He has a 128 quarterback rating, completing 65% of his passes. So full season, the Nevada numbers look terrible. But again, three weeks ago, there was a quarterback change, and it looks like this guy maybe at least a little bit better, at least on paper here. On the other side, with Boise State, you still have an elite offense here. They do a lot of things well, especially, let's see, they want to run the ball. They are 35th at run frequency. They do it pretty well. They average 6 yards per carry on the ground, and that is the weakness of the Nevada defense. So I think I think Boise State could get whatever they want on the ground here against Nevada. But guys, I think this is a spot here where this is too many points. There's too many points here with Boise State laying on the road against a team that just looks like they're dead. Doesn't have so much of a pulse. But again, once you make a quarterback change, which about 3 weeks ago there was a quarterback change for Nevada, you would expect something to show up here. I think the right side here is Nevada catching 21.5 points, 21 points at home. That's the way I would be looking at this one. I'm looking at the road numbers for Boise State. Their road offense has not their offense on the road has not traveled as well. It looks like most of their damage is coming at home, but on the road not transferring as well. And same thing with the defense. Their defense is ranked 86th in the country on the road. Their offense is ranked 77th. I think 21 points is way too many. It would be Nevada for me, but that one is probably the ugliest out of all of them. Tommy says, take the North Texas over. We did talk about that total. Yes, I think the over is the right way, man. Sports Addict says, I like the over in Boise State, Nevada. Do I have really an opinion on that one? That one has been steamed. It's been steamed down to the in favor of the under. 54.5 down to 50.5. But like I said, you chase steam, you're going to get burnt. I think 4 points is too many. I would agree. I think over is the way to play it at that point, given that the line has moved that much. Boise State moves at a very fast pace. They are number 8 in the country. Number 82 in terms of pace. So, I was looking at time of possession. Time of possession, they do hold on to the ball. They're 8th in terms of time of possession. So it doesn't make for the best over, but I would still lean. I would still lean over, given that this thing opened up 54.5. It is down to 50.5. North Texas minus. We talked about that game. I think Charlotte is the right side there. North Texas is in a hell of a look ahead spot. They got the look ahead of all look aheads here. They have Charlotte on deck, 26 points and a half, 26 points, laying 26 on the road, but they have Navy on deck next week. That is the game of the year between North Texas and Navy. Navy at the top of the AAC conference. North Texas trying to get a crack at the championship game. That's a look ahead spot there. Why is Cal plus so many? Not because of injuries, brother. It's not because of injuries. I think this is an overreaction to Cal probably not traveling well on the road, but I think history has actually shown us that when they come to the East Coast since the merger, they've kept all 4 games close, all 4 times that they've come to the East Coast. I think that's a overreaction, and I think Cal is the right side. Yep, we just talked about Virginia Tech, guys. Last call if y'all have anything else. Otherwise, I'm out of here, man. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Last call. Y'all got anything else? I hope North Texas and Boise State cover. Good luck with those, brother. Good luck with both of those. I'm feeling the other side. No, that doesn't mean I make it a play. If you want my top plays, link is in bio to join the Discord. That's where I give you my top plays. I give you a side and a total for every single game. I'm not going to play every single one. But, yeah, link is in bio if you guys want my top plays. Love and peace. Thank you for the advice. You're welcome, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me get a swig of that soda. My girl says, yo, why are you gargling your soda, man? It's like, I'm not gargling. It's just, I don't know. I'm not too much of a soda person. And let me just be spicy. So maybe have a good one, brother. I think you appreciate it, man. Love and peace to you guys, too, as well. Guys, I hope you guys have a great day. Be safe out there. Don't go too crazy on this Friday night. We are on the eve of a huge college Saturday, and then NFL week 8. Excuse me. All we see is green tonight. I love it. Who wins game 1? I give you an opinion for all the side and the total. I'm feeling the Dodgers there. The Dodgers in the over. But again, I'm not going to play everything I gave you guys right now. I just gave you a side and a total for every single game. I am a little cautious. I'm a little undecided there with the Dodgers. Excuse me. Because Toronto has that element of Cinderella, of surprise, of grit. They do have Bo Bichette back in the lineup too, so Bo Bichette could give them a little bit of a spark there. And this has been the year of the rookie, man. These rookies have, like Savage, have come up and played really well. So keep that in mind. I think Toronto might grab the first one. I think this game is more important than people realize, especially given the format. The 2-3-2 format means that Toronto really has to get their games here. At least one of these, because heading back to LA, I think the series is a wrap if they don't get their act together tonight. All right, guys, we just went over every single game, every single side and total. If you have any follow-up questions, drop it on my last video. I will respond before game time. Hope you guys have a blessed day. I'll catch you guys in the next time, man. We will be live tomorrow for our Saturday college game day. Should be live around 10 a.m. Eastern time, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. Are you kidding me? Dodgers to win the whole thing. Of course, everybody feels that way. Guys on YouTube, thanks for catching me. I'll catch you guys on the next time. Peace.